Confession time. These are my confessions. Did he play that at the Super Bowl? I'll have to go back and watch it. I just started working with a marketing person to help me be more strategic and consistent in my marketing strategy, which in my mind is really just reaching and helping more people. One of our strategies is having me do more YouTube videos, which is totally aligned with what I wanted to do for this year. So they delivered to me a YouTube outline, which is just a real skeletal outline of a topic and key points for me to hit. Then I get to put my full Heather Sprouted Planner spin on it, so it's relevant and on brand. I added that one. So I can tell that these are AI generated, which doesn't mean it's bad or false. If anything, it's a great summary of what the internet's brilliant minds have to offer about planning. But the actual language is very robotish, not to the 6th grade reading level I liken myself to. Side note, I'm not really sure what my writing and talking, what grade level that is, but for sure it is of grade school level, which I liken to relatable. By the way, if we have not met yet, my name is Heather Liedl, and I'm the one-woman show behind the intentional, beautiful, and simple Sprouted Planners. Sprouted Planner was founded a few years ago with littles by my side during a pandemic and after the hardest season of my life of losing my dad to ALS. As a diehard planner user myself, I created the planner that I desperately needed during this incredibly hard season, one that's intentional and reflective, yet simple and functional with no pre-labeled boxes, and of course, it had to be beautiful. Currently, I offer 4 different kinds of planners. We got your daily, your weekly, your hourly, and then your monthly, along with other beautiful and functional accessories. Find all those goodies at sproutedplanner.com and follow me here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Okay, onward. So this will be my second strategy-based video, and the outline I received was overwhelming. I stopped listening to myself after the second bullet point because it was full of terms like maximize and systems and establish and comprehensive, blah, blah, blah. But I also recognize that we live in a world of algorithms and keywords, so this outline is important for me to say out loud so that the keyword gods, very lowercase g, can help get this video in front of the right eyeballs. So I decided to have some fun with it. So this video is all about practical planning strategies to help you organize your life. The 10 strategies that follow. I know, I almost fell out of my chair when I saw that I had to speak about 10 of these. Will first be read verbatim from the robot's mouth, and then I'll give you my hot take on it. Grade school level. Again, great strategies, terrible delivery. So here we go. Robot's practical planning strategy number 1. To help you organize your life. Understanding the holistic approach to life organization through planning. The robot makes a solid point here. It's saying a planner is more than a planner, and planning is more than writing down what you have to do for the day. If you want to be an effective planner, then you have to understand the big picture of planning and how it doesn't just organize your life, but if used practically, it's the walk to your talk. It's putting into action what you say is important to you. Robot strategy number 2. Assessing your current organizational systems and identifying areas for improvement, aka figuring out what's working, what's not, and how to make it better. In my opinion, your planner should 1. Be a tool to help you stay organized and on top of things, 2. Help reduce the chaos in your brain, and 3, help you live out your intentions. Maybe you think your planner should serve in a different way, like memory keeping. Whatever the metrics of your planner are, you then have to decide if your current planner is bringing positive numbers to that metric, and if not, what can be done about it. Is this a particular planner problem or a you problem? Robot's strategy number 3. Establish clear goals and priorities to guide your planning process. Agreed, sort of. You know me, I'm not the biggest fan of goals. I like me some intentions and systems instead. But I am thawing to the idea of goals for something. But that's beside the point. The robot is trying to say that it's important to have some clear anchors to guide your planning process. As I've said before, it's the whole flow of Sprouted Planner. Your anchors are your core values, in which your intentions flow, in which goals are born, if you're doing them, followed by systems, with your planner being a tool to help execute the system, and finally reflection. As you can see, your planner and planning process flows out of your values, which get scheduled into your day, week, month, and year. Okay, robot strategy number 4. Create a comprehensive planner layout tailored to your lifestyle and responsibilities. My head explodes a little bit on this one. Okay, yes, creating a comprehensive planner layout tailored to your lifestyle is practical in that it's likely to succeed and be effective in real life circumstances. Thank you, dictionary.com, for the definition of practical. But it just feels like a really big strategy. Here's my hot take on this one. The sprouted planners are already a comprehensive planner layout, and one open enough that you can tailor it to your responsibilities and lifestyle. You get to decide if you use a weekly planner or a daily planner or an hourly planner, and which one fits your best season and lifestyle right now. Then you simply use the planner and voila! It is now tailored to your lifestyle and responsibilities. You're welcome. So in other words, this strategy is about finding the right planner. And if Sprouted Planner isn't the right fit for you, that's okay. There are hundreds of other planners out there that you can choose from. Or be like me and make your own. Robot strategy number 5. Implement time management techniques to optimize productivity and reduce stress. Look, I love productivity. It's probably my biggest fatal flaw at this point in my life. I don't stop, I don't rest until my head hits the pillow at night. I'm just constantly going and doing. But the more I see myself doing it, I recognize how much I'm actually missing and what a freaking endless wheel I'm on. So I'm trying to focus more on becoming crystal clear what I want and should be spending my time on and being as efficient as I can in that space. What I'm trying to say is that the planner world is a little over the top on toxic productivity. I'd like this robot strategy to read more like this. Implement time management techniques to optimize efficiency and enjoy your life, or something like that. So yes to being smart with our time, so we can then do things that bring us peace and joy. Pomodoro method, time blocking, Eisenhower matrix, eat that frog, Pareto analysis. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. The 80-20 rule, to name a few. I think you need to pair these with some major self-awareness of what's actually important to you, and equally important, what's important for you to stop doing, and understand your best working hours and what kind of environment you thrive in. Because if your list of things to do is 100 things every day, and you're working in a dank room with no sunlight or joy, it won't matter what time management system you're using. Okay, off the soapbox. Robot strategy number 6. Utilize planner sections such as days of the week, worksheets, and notepads to maintain organization. What I think our AI friend is saying is to utilize your whole planner and any accessories that you need to help you stay organized, and I'm adding, live out your intentions. This is why it's good to utilize the prep pages at the beginning of the planner, your monthly planner spread, your weekly planner, and if you're not a daily planner, but find that some days are needing a little extra attention, you can use a daily notepad or the daily sticky note, soon to be revised and re-released. Or if you need notes to go, there's mini notebooks for that, or big notebooks. There's journals to help you reflect and keep your thoughts organized, and there's these pretty notepads to help you write down quick notes and reminders. Okay, I'm done with the shameless plug of Sprouted Planner stuff, but that's what they're here for, to help you stay organized and live out your intentions. Okay, robot strategy number 7. Strategies for balancing personal and professional commitments within your planner. Okay, Roby, I got you on this one. Raise your hand if your brain is like mine, and I naturally think in different compartments or different groupings. For me, luckily, it just divides into personal and business. Maybe your brain breaks into personal and kids, or maybe it's home and school, or whatever it is. It can be hard to organize these things when these different categories are all jumbled together. This is precisely why I created the weekly planner with 2 separate to-do columns, and people love it. Currently, I'm running the planner survey to know what I can improve for the 2025 planners. And from what I've peeked at, people want the daily and hourly planners to have more of a separated to-do list, and I agree. So my strategy is that you can still use the same planner for both, but have clearly separated tasks. As for the schedule, that's where the beauty of color coding come in. You can assign one color for all your professional commitments and or one color for all your personal commitments. When you use separation and or color coding, it helps your brain quickly decipher between these 2 activities. Your brain works so hard anyway, so throw a bone here. If you don't mind having 2 different planners, I know there's plenty of people that have a weekly planner for their home life and a daily planner for business. Robots strategy number 8. Incorporating self-care and wellness activities into your daily routine. A good point, buddy. I'm coming up blank with whoever says, if it's not scheduled, it's not real. Probably Marie Forleo, let's be honest. Actually, I think it is her. But it's almost a good point. I say almost. I think of self-care as two-tiered. The first tier are the basics and what I call survival. Sleep, nutritious foods, moving your body, sunlight, and nature. Ideally, you should get these so ingrained into your daily system that you don't ever have to write them down. I also recognize ever-changing schedules. So maybe moving your body and getting outside have to be scheduled at different times each week. And there's tier 2, and it's the self-care that really makes you thrive. So reading, getting together with your friends or family, creating, cooking, trying out different coffee shops, etc. Like what really makes you come alive. These thriving self-care activities are great ones to schedule into your daily plans. Okay, we're getting to the end here. Robot strategy number 9. Long-term planning tips for achieving your overarching life goals. So my friend here, thank you, wants me to talk about how to regularly incorporate tasks and activities into your daily or weekly plans that will help you actually live out your values and dreams you have for your life. This all comes down to the planning funnel we talked about before. So again, starting at the top of your funnel is your life. And your life is consisting of years, months, weeks, days. I mean, we could get even more granular with hours, but we'll end at days. This is why I'm such an advocate about planning your month. This is where you look at your prep pages that you set up at the beginning of your year, which identify those core values, breaks them into intentions, then goals, along with naming your home team people, your yearly bucket list, which could also act as a goal list, things you want to remember but don't want to commit to a page yet, along with your hopes for the year. You do a quick review of that every month, and then choose the areas you want to focus on or do that month. What value-based intentions do you want to give more attention to this month? If a core value is your marriage, for example, an intention is to do a getaway weekend 2 times a year, then maybe that month you put down that you want to plan and book your getaways. You do this for your people. Which beloved home team member haven't you seen or talked to in a while? Put in the calendar to call them or get a coffee date planned. You do this for your reminders. Oh, doors open this month for that amazing event I wanted to attend. And then also for the year list. Write down a step to get you closer to finishing that project, etc. Then when you plan your week or your day, or both, you always reference your monthly calendar, which includes all these great tasks from your yearly prep that you can schedule into your week or day, if that thing requires more steps. So this is how you work that planning funnel to achieve the things that are important to you. Okay, lastly, robots strategy number 10. Reviewing and refining your organizational strategies to adapt to changing circumstances. Just when I thought you were getting the hang of this, robot, you go and spit out something like that. Roby here is saying that life is constantly changing and is unpredictable, and you have to adapt that with your planning. As a planner, this is a hard one for a lot of us. We just have certain brains that make a plan, stick to the plan, always deliver. Side note, that's from an animated movie called Storks, which is hilarious and also always makes me cry at the end. If you have kids, definitely watch this one. The main character is voiced by Andy Samberg, and you can tell his lines are heavily influenced by his style, which result in many LOL moments. But wow, I digress. My best advice here is to treat your brain like a GPS who misses a turn. You just have to keep rerouting when plans and circumstances change. You have your destination in mind, but the path to get there may have to pivot several times, and sometimes includes a lengthy detour, but by golly, you'll arrive at your destination at some point, even if it's not the most direct route. You also have to tap into that divine wisdom of knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them, when to walk away, and when to run. Man, I'm full of it today. But our friend Kenny sings some real wisdom here. Sometimes your plans just don't make any sense in light of new circumstances. Sadly, we all got really good at this song and dance during the pandemic. Sometimes you have to defer your plans to a different time. Sometimes it makes more sense to just cross them out altogether. One thing not to skip here, it's very important, is to acknowledge your disappointment when this happens. You may have to even say it out loud. Man, I'm really bummed this didn't work out like I planned. I'm so disappointed that my plans had to change. Fudge, I have to replan that again. Don't stuff it, people. Acknowledge and feel it, then release or replan. So there you have it. That was the top 10 practical planning strategies the robot, aka AI, determined were best for organizing your life. As a quick review in Sprouted Planner language, they were: 1, grasping the idea that planning is more than just planning your day. It's what makes and shapes your life. 2, figuring out what you think your planner should do for you. And in my opinion, stay organized, bring peace to your brain, and live out your intention. And if your current planner and systems are actually doing that. 3, establish your core values, then intentions around those core values, and then goals to incorporate into your planning. 4, make sure you have the right planner, a Sproutle planner, daily, weekly, hourly, or maybe a totally different planner altogether. 5, recognize your natural rhythms along with tried and true time management techniques to help you be the most efficient with your time, which means getting done the things you want to do and then having plenty of time to relax and do the things that bring you joy. 6, it's all about the planner and the accessories, baby. Utilize the different sections, prep pages, monthly overview, weekly planning, daily planning, and add any accessories to help you stay organized and keep peace in your brain, such as a daily or weekly notepad, mini notebook for on the go, journals, etc. 7, break your list into 2 or more sections, such as personal and business, and using color to distinguish between the two so you can balance your workload of personal and business, or whatever your categories are. Being sure to plan those tier 2 self-care activities into your schedule and not just your meetings and appointments. 9, using the planner funnel, which funnels your life down into years, months, weeks, days, to actually do the things that you say are important and valuable to you. 10, adapt a GPS mindset when it comes to planning. Understanding you may have to reroute to get to your final destination when things inevitably don't go to plan. And also having the wisdom to know when to drop certain plans and goals altogether. And of course, being sure to acknowledge your feelings when you have to do either of those things. Okay, now it's time to hear from you. Which of these 10 strategies really resonated with you? Type those into the comments below because I really love reading them. Thank you so much for spending your precious time watching this video, and I will catch you on the next one. The more I recognize at the beginning of the planner. Oh, thank you.